Welcome to Kitsune Air. My name is Jelle, and then we have
Kitsune.
And right now, Ace, Rai, and Trina is not here today, but we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Liv Moore.
And we're going to be talking about P. Diddy.
Ugh.
So, how do you guys feel about everything that's going on with P. Diddy?
I feel like everything that is happening to him is karma coming right back around to where it should be, and he deserves jail time just like R. Kelly.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I feel like we all seen this a long time coming, and I cringe when people's like, oh, he's a billionaire, we need praise in our billionaire. Like, no. There's still some bad people. He's one of the bad people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But money does make the world go round, so he can pay a lot of people off, but he can't run from the truth.
My thing is he's losing like a lot of brand deal stuff, like Sean John stuff. Like I didn't even know his glasses were still being sold. Right? You know? Yeah, so a lot of that's getting canceled and stuff like that. How do you guys like feel about his music and some of the stuff he produced? Because I feel like he didn't produce everything. I think he threw his name on there. But how you guys feel about it?
I think, what was it? They had like a special or something that came out with TMZ. They were like, bam, like been waiting for this moment. So of course he's getting this, hopefully they catch up, get everything going so he can do his time. What was it from the Dandy Kane? Like one of the mini groups that they came out to they got the rights to the music, but they're not getting that much money anyway. Yeah. So I kind of feel like, it was all a ploy to make it seem like, and they had to sign NDAs or something like that. So
I heard about that too.
Yeah, especially how he did Mace really dirty.
Right. Oh yeah. And what was it? The Notorious B.I.G. His whole family. He wasn't really doing much for them either. He's just making it seem like he's been being proactive. He's such a good guy, and he's not.
Yeah. He's been doing this like since the 90s and stuff, and I feel like he's very jealous, and I think that's why he had like so much control over Bad Boy. He was screwing a lot of people over. He's greedy and stuff, and like as for the music and stuff, like I feel like he just threw his name on everything. So as long as like I feel like it's not his personal song, and to support some of the artists that got like their music back, I might still listen to their songs. But for anything that is his music, his albums, it's a no-go for me.
Right, because I will admit I had quite a bit of his music that he produced on my Spotify, and every time I hear something with just his voice on it, I have to change.
Yeah, I'm skipping all those songs. Nope, delete. But I mean, the music that he produced that he's not in, I listen to those artists and stuff like that for them to get their, their due money and stuff like that. The ones he's supposed to gave it to for, but I mean, he don't got that much music like that anyway. So I'm good with skipping Diddy.
Virtual.
I'm not separating no man from the music or nothing like that. All his songs is actually, he been saying take that, so he's all types of suspect. The grooming of Cassie and everything, I mean, I gotta say allegedly for stuff, but we know what he did. But he did that shit.
How do you feel about his apology that he made?
I feel like his PR manager or his lawyer kind of forced him to put that apology out so that it can look good in the media, so they can backtrack everything and make him look better. But with all these allegations coming out against him, it's not doing much.
Yeah, I feel like the apologies was cold. You could look at his eyes. He's been a cold person for a long time, and even when we go back to making a band and stuff like that, like people like, oh, he made him walk to like Brooklyn to get cheesecake, and of course back then people like laughed at it. But when you look at it in hindsight, like of course in hindsight, you're like, oh my god, like that's just a power trip. That's a power trip he had. And
Right, so finally trying to stop the maniac. He was a menace. You even think about it too. What was it that he was saying before they show actual proof with everything with the hotel stuff that was mentioned and all that stuff for the court stuff for Cassie? He's like, they're making up lies, they just after money. And then as soon as they came out with that video clip that he paid people to get rid of, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I've been getting therapy or whatever he was saying, but it didn't sound sincere at all.
And Mr. T.D. Jakes, his little pasture.
Oh boy,
he's a
good man. I just don't believe that people like P. Diddy, Pissy Diddy, can change the Diddler. Right? Just don't believe that people like him actually genuinely change.
You know, it's kind of crazy too, because I feel like a lot of people have known this been going on and they've been like holding it in or hiding it or whatever the case may be. I still remember the interview where Fabulous, he ran up on Fabulous, like, you don't come to my party no more. And I think he wanted to be like, man,
right.
Yeah, Fabulous already has some things about him anyway, but that was enough. If it shook Fabulous, that means there has to be some really, really bad stuff.
What did Cat Williams say? You gotta tell him no.
Yeah,
absolutely. You gotta tell him no.
This is really the year of Cat Williams.
It is. I had to watch that interview probably about 3-4 times.
Yeah, so were you talking about the Fabulous clip?
Yeah, I was trying to think who was that in that interview. It was some like radio show. I remember Diddy being up there and he just, you know, being so adamant to Fabulous, like, yeah, we need to hang out one-on-one. He's like, no, I came to that party with you. He's like, no, but it was your birthday and we didn't hang out. He's like, oh, you know, he's like, yeah, one-on-one. And Fabulous was like, he was scared, you know. So he was just like, oh yeah. Same with, what was it, Justin Bieber too?
That poor boy.
Yeah, I think for a long time, a lot of people, like, you know how there's a joke as a comedian. He said when other black people became billionaires, everyone would cheer, right? When Diddy became a billionaire, we were like, ugh. We all was like,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in the 90s, but my mom was right in the grunt of it. She's around P. Diddy's age, and even she has stories about what she's heard from back in the day.
Yeah, it's gross.
But he was lying about his age too. Cause remember, people didn't know how old he was. He first said he was this age and this age and stuff like that. But he basically was like, you know, mid-50s and stuff like that. But most people like, oh, I thought he was like 40 something. It was never at first on the longest on the internet his actual age. So he's kind of like, how old is Diddy? And he just kept all that information to himself for whatever weird reason. But yeah.
Fact check, do you see how old Diddy is? Okay. Do you guys think that he would have got away with doing the same thing he did to Cassie and other women if it was like Jennifer Lopez? You know?
I mean, I think
probably. Oh, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He's 54.
He's 54.
He's 54.
Yeah, they just found out in his 50s because I heard some people thought he was like late 40s or all types of age. I think so too.
I think he's older too.
Yeah, but I will say that when it comes to that, you know, he chose his, you know, certain targets and stuff like that, but it was minority women and stuff like that. So even J-Lo falls in that and stuff like that. She got away from it. So I think he chose his victims selectively, but it's kind of like you said, the R. Kelly stuff. He wasn't choosing certain victims and certain backgrounds because it wouldn't be addressed or people wouldn't care as much. But even that J-Lo stuff, he was just like, oh, whatever, you know, but it wasn't so like, oh, what did he do or something.
So what do you think about it with J-Lo and if he would have... Yeah.
Honestly, I was getting ready to say exactly what you were going to say. I just feel like he selectively picked his targets because Cassie was very young when he met her, and he knew that he could shape and mold her into whatever he chose to. And he used his power against her and tried to love bomb her with gifts, but also beating her behind closed doors. And it just was not right what she got, but I'm happy she's out of there. She's with her Alex Fine, and she has her baby, living her best life.
Right. I mean, she deserved every bit of that money.
See,
absolutely.
My thing is, I think what protected J-Lo in that situation is because she had the right people to back her. She had more people with more power than Diddy had at that time.
It's before he really became...
Tommy Manolo or whatever, and you know, Mariah Carey ex-husband and stuff like that. I think with that power he had to protect her, that's why. Because I think if she didn't have that power, because I think it was like a red flag for them with that whole club incident and stuff like that, and which they didn't bring up charges on Diddy for that too.
Right.
But with that happening and stuff like that, it was like, nope, time to go.
Right.
Time to go. And I don't know if that green dress for J-Lo came out after that, like if it was like a distraction or not. I mean, we could do a fact check.
Yeah, we might have to do a fact check on that because I can't remember.
Can you see what year J-Lo green dress came out thing where she was it the Grammys?
It was the Grammys.
The Grammys.
Oh yeah, that was like that early 2000s or something, right?
I think it was after Diddy.
Like she wanted to distance herself from him.
Green dress.
It was very a big
a big thing.
Yeah, for public and stuff like that. Like she hit the like, oh, here goes J-Lo and stuff like that. That green dress.
2000.
Yep,
When did she break up with Diddy? Because I wonder if it was a distraction.
It probably was.
Yeah, to help her get away from
that.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she never looked back.
Absolutely. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
2001.
Ooh. Oh, so she was still with him.
She's still with him. Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to make that
publicly,
transition.
but
Yeah, I don't want to know when that incident happened, but I know it's around that same time frame. But yeah,
right, late 90s, early 2000s.
right.
They even make that big of a deal and stuff, but kind of skim past it. I mean, you know, where like they didn't, I mean, I kind of feel like people didn't hardcore blame Diddy, and it was like more so like, oh, okay, what's going on type of stuff. I'm glad J-Lo ran from it when she got her chance. Like, oh, nope. And then now Diddy's was like a lot more powerful, so it was hard for Cassie to get away. You know, it was all types of speculation about stuff he was doing to people that even come in her proximity.
Yeah, whatever we could say or, you know, joke about like Jennifer Lopez and her bad like movies and stuff like that and whatever, her up and down career, the point is she was able to escape him. So yeah, that's one of the big success I can say for her besides, you know, her children and
her daughter Kitsune.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Too soon? Okay, my bad.
But, you know, escaping, it's like, I'm wondering when they can bring out the documentary Escaping Diddy.
I'm ready to
Escaping the Diddler.
The Diddler.
TMZ was quick.
Yeah, they were.
It's like, what was it? People are coming forward from stuff even before that he did to people that was horrible. And people are coming forward before they was ignoring them. And even what was his bodyguard was making like, you know, stuff to about what happened, all types of people he was doing, not to just, you know, young girls, women, men, and Diddy parties, and people who have been, you know, allegedly getting drugged, and it's been in the liquor. So it's a teachable moment of being self-aware, and then that people do groom people, you know?
Yeah, no, my thing is too, like, I feel like he has so many name changes to cover up his little stories and stuff like that. Like, we knew him as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and now he tried to go by Brother Love, which it was a no-go. I knew when he changed his name for that final time, like, there's something else going on. Something else is
right.
Where he only does that to rebrand himself. He did that after the shooting thing, and so I mean, whoever comes up with a documentary, you have plenty of wordplay to come up with good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any final thoughts on Diddy before we wrap up this episode?
Yeah. Even when he was doing his little acting clips, you know, the whole Nickelodeon thing. And then the whole, I forgot, whatever was it, like MTV or something, little skit show. And he was talking about doing something to Robert De Niro's character that was, you know, dressed up and everything as playing like a mom or something. He was talking crazy in that one.
I don't remember that.
You didn't see that one? Robert De Niro was dressed up as like, pretending to be somebody's mom, and then he's like, yeah, something to him. It's like, that makes sense. He was a little bit too good with saying those words to Robert De Niro's character or stuff at the time. I don't know what it was, but it's very telling. He's not a good actor. So.
If y'all remember that, put in the comments, because yeah.
And I guess for me, I would say, as in the words of Cat Williams, these big dick deviants are going to start going down at the age of Aquarius. You better start treating your women right.
Oh my God, like I love Cat. You gotta tell them no. Okay, this was a good discussion for Chaos in the Air. We see you guys next time. Bye.